guys, today I am.
No, it's not. Hasn't started yet.
Wait a minute.
Apparently you're live.
Hi guys, today I am streaming. This is a very first time doing it. Oh my god. Where is she? Oh my god, these are dead. Ooh, look at this spiced up dance. This spicy dance. Yay! Yay, I'm streaming! What the? Yeah. Almost. I want the other one to come on. Why not? I've made a storage account. It is ABC Harry Walls. Log out. ABC Harry Walls. Nobody is coming. Oh my god! Come on! Oh, I would show you. Oh, I'm gonna show you all my dens. Oh. Okay, okay. Oh no! One more top wide. It's done. Ooh. Going to my township. Really? I'll wait for my buddy to come out. Let's go! This is like my very first den. Look at it. Honestly. Like that one. Like that one. Like that one. Like that one. Like everything I want. I think that was. God! Look at it! I'll go over. This is my second man. But he's on dead. This is the meeting place for when there aren't any actual meetings. This is like a meeting place for meeting right now. Does it say? Please say that I'm streaming, please. No. Does it say I'm streaming? Does it say I'm streaming? Hi guys, I'm streaming part 2. So basically, which today? Dr. Where's the cute kid, I think. I think Dr. Where's the cute kid might be good. I don't know. Maybe. Right. YouTube. You have to help me. You understand? If she is the one. Yeah, 666. Go, go, go.
Finally learned to love. Have you really read every one of these books?
Fernando.
Alright, hey everyone, my name is Joe, and welcome back to another theory video. Today, we got another awesome video for you guys. You guys have been so supportive on this series, and it honestly blows my mind every single time, and that means we're gonna keep coming out with it. I mean, if you guys love it this much, that means we need a lot more episodes of it. I mean, I'm thinking of just posting this every day because there's so much to like make videos about. There's tons. So today's episode is pretty spooky. This is about the first and the second player ever made, John and Jane Doe. You guys have been requesting this one a lot in the comments, so I thought I'd do as much research as I possibly could so that way we can make a video about it today. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the spookiest and one of the coolest ones we've looked at so far. If you've missed the past 2 episodes, be sure to go check them out. They will be in the description down below. One is about 1 times 1 times 1, and the other one is about the biggest hack ever on Roblox. So be sure to go check those out if you haven't seen them already, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and hop into today's episode. So this one started on the very first year of Roblox, okay? And that's because this is about the first and the second player ever made. So they created 2 accounts. The creator of the game created 2 accounts. One called John Doe, which was the very first account. Actually, it wasn't the very first account. It was the second account. Same with Jane Doe. That was number 3. I believe the first account ever made was the CEO's account. So that's why these are the second and the third accounts ever made. And so these accounts were supposedly meant just for like testing stuff. So if a non-NPC player hopped into a server, Jane and John Doe would hop on there, and they would kind of be like NPCs that would kind of just fill up the server so the person didn't feel alone. To my knowledge, they didn't really say anything in game. They were just other players in the game, so that way you didn't like just feel like you were by yourself, because back in the day they must have had literally like no players, because that's how they would flood a server. They would use these 2 accounts and they would go on to servers that didn't really have anyone. So if one person joined, then it would be 3 people in the server, so that way the one person wouldn't be by themselves. And so you might be asking me, Joe, why is this scary in any sense? It was just an account that the creator made. There's nothing scary about this. And so after Roblox started getting some traction, they just stopped using these 2 accounts, okay? They were just sitting there and nothing would happen to them. And after a while, I believe the creator wanted to go back and delete the accounts, but surprisingly, they were hacked, actually, because they were password guessed, which is actually how a lot of hacks happen on Roblox, is that they just get password guessed and then they lose access to the account. And so this happened with John and Jane Doe, and if you go to their profiles on Roblox, you'll see that they have 8 friends, and these are believed to be the hackers the account. I do not they're not banned, but obviously there's not enough proof just to ban them outright, so that must be why. And so even though this is still not that spooky, you know, I mean, it is horrible that they got hacked. I mean, that always happens. The second and the third account are lost. I mean, that's a kind of a big deal. But here's where it really starts to get spooky, and this always freaks me out because when I was thinking of making this video, I was like, this is too spooky for me, man. I don't know if I want to make this video. So supposedly, even the people who hacked those accounts haven't been able to get into it. And so far, we don't know who owns the accounts right now. Because right now, they're just kind of up in the air, and we don't know who interacts with them anymore. Because supposedly, the hackers said that they can't get into the, which means someone else guessed theirs when they stole it. Or something else happened, and that's where this gets freaky. So the date they were hacked was March 18th, okay? So you might just think a normal day, but the only thing is, supposedly every March 18th now, when they come back to play every March 18th. And supposedly on this day, they can message any player on all of Roblox, and if you get a message from them, it's just some weird code that you can't even read. If I here in chat, it would just look like this, like it just a bunch of weird numbers, a bunch of weird letters, and you might think, what the heck? How is this person messaging me? I don't have the map. You get this message that you're gonna be hacked next, actually. That's the whole theory behind this stuff. It's really, really freaky. It's mainly freaky because March 15th is coming up really soon, and that means it's going to be coming back, which is so spooky. I do not like that. This is what I hate dealing with theories, man. I do not want to be hacked. And so a part of the theory is that the people who are on this list are people who have been hacked in the past.
Oh my god, that was so
disgusting. Who hacked them. And so March 18th is coming. You guys should be really careful on this date, okay? I'm not going to be playing on March 18th because I don't want to be hacked. But if you guys want to live life on the edge, I guess you can go ahead and play on that day. But there's always the potential that you will be hacked. So signs to look out for is if you get a random person or a person under the name of John.